Hello everyone, my name is Hira Bandi. I'm an Ambassador Girl Scout from Troop 81179, and today I would like to talk about my Gold Award and the process I went through to achieving the Gold Award, from discovering what topic I wanted to do, to implementing the project, to trying to figure out the sustainability aspect of the project. So the first part I'd like to talk about is how I found out that I wanted to do this project. From a young age, from about 9 or 10, I've always been interested in yoga, and that's the main reason for me doing this project. The main purpose of my project was, in general, to inform the general public about yoga and the benefits of yoga, and to inspire them into incorporating aspects of yoga into their daily lives. I achieved this through mainly using sun salutations. And the reason I chose sun salutations was because it's one of the most basic sequences in yoga, and it can be done by almost anybody, even from beginners to advanced, with all the different variations and styles that you can use in it. So after I decided on what I wanted to do for my project, I had to come up with how exactly I wanted to teach the community about sun salutations, and to how exactly I wanted to inspire them to incorporate it into their daily lives. So I mainly achieved this by perfecting my poses in the sun salutation so that I could show an accurate depiction of all the different poses. So I trained with a mentor, a certified yoga instructor, and I also created lesson plans based on the different types of sun salutations, and I accompanied it with a different type of introduction or a warm-up and a cool down. And I made about 3 or 4 lesson plans describing sun salutations and the different postures that you can do with them. Additionally, I created a brochure, which I have right here, and this brochure basically speaks about the basics of sun salutations and also the benefits of yoga. And it's also a great resource if you want to begin yoga, because it has a mini sequence of the sun salutation in the back, and it also has a list of the risks involved in sun salutations in order to keep yourself safe, because safety was also a concern in this, because yoga, although it is a relatively low impact exercise, there are some health risks and concerns that can prevent certain people from doing it.
Action.
So along with creating a blog to describe sun salutations, as well as lesson plans to help people incorporate it into their daily lives, I actually conducted a couple of workshops as well. So the first workshop I held was with teenagers, which I felt they could specifically benefit because high school is a very stressful experience filled with all the tests and projects and assignments, and yoga can serve to be some sort of release for them. I also held a session at my community's National Night Out, which is usually a session for kids, or in general people of all ages, to learn about various things. So I thought it would be really beneficial for them to learn about yoga sun salutations there. So I made a PowerPoint, and I did a couple of live demonstrations for the people there. I also held some sessions with adults in my neighborhood, and most recently I finished doing a couple of sessions with students, 4th and 5th graders, at a local elementary school. So for the last session of my project, I decided to hold an all ages session at my local library, and this is mainly to show that yoga is not necessarily a niche thing that's meant for one specific group, but anybody can do yoga, and anybody can receive the benefits of yoga. So I just wanted to demonstrate it through this final session. Now, moving on to the sustainability aspect of my project. The main sustainability for my project comes from the lesson plans that I created. At the end of the sessions that I held in the elementary school, I gave them a binder filled with the different lesson plans so that they could personally start doing yoga on their own, because after I'm not there. I think it's going to be very beneficial, and I've already received a very positive response from the students, and they seemed very excited to do yoga and when I met up with them last, they looked forward to practicing yoga alone in the future and advancing their technique and trying out more of the complicated poses. The sustainability also comes from my brochure, as I described earlier, because it has some of the basics that you need to start doing sun salutations and creating a routine for yourself. And also my blog, which has a lot of the resources that you can use to do sun salutations at home, or if you want to just find any type of information on just the basics of yoga or sun salutations, or even meditation and the relaxation aspect of yoga. So that describes the brief overview of my yoga project, but there's actually a lot of more information that I didn't discuss. So if you'd like to look at this information as well as view my lesson plans and my photos from the events that I held, then visit the website meditateyoga.weebly.com. I'd also like to thank some people for helping me out with this project, starting off with my troop leaders, Mrs. Lakshmi Bandi and Mrs. Sudha Kunamneni, my project mentor, Ms. Olga Shukar, and my project advisor, Mrs. Ushra Muruganathan. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope everybody has a nice day.